don't know what the hell's going on. I just had a conversation with my wife in the car driving her to work this morning. I want to ask you your opinion. And that's what all these blogs are about. My opinion, and I'm asking your opinion. So I need you to tell me your opinion after talking about my opinion. Yesterday, I went out to breakfast with a friend of mine. I didn't really want to go. I mean, I like him. I have fun. But I have things to do. I can't have time having nice leisurely breakfasts. I have to become the billionaire that I should be. So I went for a cup of coffee, and he told me this crazy story. He's been going to the dentist for 20 years. The same dentist for 20 years, 25 years, whatever the hell is. What the hell do I know? He goes to the dentist. His wife has his own dentist. The kids have their own dentist. They all have their own dentist. I don't know why. What do you want from me? So he goes to his own dentist. Great. For some reason, his wife and kids decide to go to his dentist. If they left their old dentist, then they go to his dentist. And that was 3 or 4 years ago, whatever it is. They're all going to the dentist. Everyone's very, very happy going to the dentist. He goes to the dentist for a teeth cleaning and a filling and whatever. Great. His wife decides to go to the dentist to get the veneers, whatever that is, or teeth whitening, or those plates, or whatever the hell you put. She thinks she's in Hollywood, his wife, whatever. So she has to have $1 million smile. I went out with a girl that had $1 million smile. Every tooth a buck, meaning buck teeth. All right, so his wife goes to the dentist, whatever the bullshit is, and everything's fine. And all of a sudden, he starts getting calls from the dentist. He's getting calls from the dentist. Your wife owes money. Can your wife pay the money? Your wife owes the money for a few months, 2, 3, 4, 5. He keeps getting calls, emails from the dentist. So he says to me, why is he getting calls from the dentist? I said, what are you asking me for? Why are you asking the dentist? What are you asking me for? He said, well, I'm telling you. Why are they calling me? I said, I don't know why. Why did they call your wife? He says, yes, why did they call my wife? Why are they telling me? He says, don't they have something like confidentiality that they're not supposed to tell you? Whatever is you, whatever your wife is your wife, whatever. They're not supposed to cross boundaries, whatever it is, and tell each other what the other one's doing. You can't. I mean, he says, if I go for a filling, can he tell my wife I went for a filling? I said, well, maybe no, because it doesn't make any sense. There's certain rules and guidelines that you can't tell. That's why they have folders or on different people when you go to the dentist or whatever the hell you go. Doctors, dentists, lawyers, accountants. I can't tell my wife how much. David made $10 billion this year. You can't tell that. Or maybe he can. I don't know. No, you can't. You have confidentiality with it. You tell people certain things. You got to tell them, right? So he says, so why is the dentist telling him to pay his wife's bill? I said, I don't know. I said, it's very strange. It is odd. It's very, very strange. So I'm sitting with him at breakfast yesterday, and he gets a call after he's telling me the story from the dentist. The dentist is calling him while I'm at the restaurant in the morning. And he says, here's my wife's phone number. He says to my dentist, how could you not have my wife's phone number? You send emails to me, not to my friend. My friend saying to the dentist. You send emails to him, to me. You send my friend Alan is telling the dentist. You send emails to me. You call me. Here's my wife's email. Here's my wife's phone number. My wife came to you for work. What are you telling me? You shouldn't be telling me this. Tell her. And why are you calling me? Don't you have her contact information? Why do you call me for her? Why do you leave me messages for her? Why do you give emails to me for her? This is what he's telling me. And then he shows me, after he hangs up, they sent him an email. They sent him an email about his wife. And your wife owes the money. I said, how much money does your wife owe? $10,000? He says $700. $700. I said, how long has she owed 7? He said, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, whatever the month. I said, it's not a year. It could be 5, 8 months. I said, all right, it shows. I said, why hasn't she paid this? He doesn't know why she paid it. I said, have you had this conversation? No, he hasn't had the conversation. I said, why? Well, because it's her business. What is it my business? She went to the dentist. She had whatever done for $700. I remember my wife went to the dentist. She needed bridges. My wife has so many bridges in her mouth. Every time I kiss her, I have to pay toll. Anyway, so whatever his wife had done, for whatever reason, didn't pay the dentist. Who knows why? And the dentist is calling him to pay the wife's bill. And he said to me the following also. I left this out part of the story. A few weeks ago, he had to go to the dentist. And he called, said, I'd like to come to the dentist. And the dentist got on the phone. The dentist said, listen, your wife owes the money. You got to pay the money. And he said, it has nothing to do with, call my wife. And the dentist said, I don't want to get involved with you and your wife. And he said, you already are. The dentist said, that's between you and your wife, whatever relationship you. He said, but you already are getting involved. He said, I got to come to the dentist. He said, look, I'll see you. But if you come here, you got to bring a credit card and pay your wife's bill. That's what he said to me. The dentist said that. So he said he went to the dentist and here's the credit card. Don't bill my wife's bill. You can bill for my work, he said to the dentist. Al, you can bill for my work, but don't bill for my wife, and I'm going to talk to my wife. I said, so what happened? I said to the wife, look, could you pay the bill because they want to bill my credit card? The wife said, yes. And then while I was at the restaurant, they called them, your wife hasn't paid the bill. Then they said, but anyway, my wife hasn't paid the bill for $700. Now, here's the conversation I had with my wife, Andrea, in the car today. This is what I want to ask you. Andrea says, of course he should pay the bill. It's his wife. He should pay the bill. Well, Andrea said, and I said, if Lauren, my kid's 21 years old. If Lauren goes to the dentist and charges up $1,000, should I get the bill for $1,000? I said, of course, we're the family. It's all part of the family. The family should pay the bill. I said, but that's not the whole. I said, why should I pay the bill for $1,000? If Lauren goes there and he has fangs put in, or whatever, all his friends are vampires, whatever the hell the kids do now, I don't know what they do, or he has a grill put in. We were talking about a grill. That Lil Wayne has a grill, whatever the hell the rappers have metal in their teeth. I don't know what's going on. I said, I don't know anything about it. No one has a conversation with me. Nobody says, look, Dave, I have to go to the dentist. Do you think for a filling, you really need stuff done, whatever it is. But they just go on their own. I have nothing to do with it. And then I get bills, $1,000. I said, what is this? Well, I had to get a grill. I had to get bridges. I had to get fangs, whatever the hell. I said, so what does that do with me? Why do I have to pay for it? You did it. I mean, if this occurred, Andrea, of course, Andrea says, it's the family. I said, but Lauren's not 17, Lauren's 21. And shouldn't he have to pay for his own, like Alan's wife? She's old enough. She went to the dentist. She had to get done whatever it is. Why is Alan getting the bills? And in his name for his wife. And as well, because it's part of the family. So here's my question to you. Andrea thinks Alan should pay the bill. It's a family business, and that's the way it is, and that's it. But the conversation here, in my opinion, or not my opinion, the point of this blog has nothing to do with who should pay the bill. The point is, should the dentist be contacting Alan on his wife's account? That's the thing. Should the dentist say, your wife owes money, sending bills to Alan, calling Alan on Alan's phone, sending Alan emails, say, you got to pay this bill. Yeah, I can see Alan, but you got to pay the. Should that be going on? Because this is my conversation with Alan yesterday. And I had it this morning with Andrew, and of course, Andrew's missing the whole point of the blog, whatever the point of it is. I'm saying it's a confidentiality thing. It should have, the dentist should never have gotten in touch with Alan and say, your wife owes the money, the emails to Alan, my dog's driving me crazy here. The phone messages to Alan. Nothing should ever be going to Alan. It should be going to his wife, and Alan shouldn't even know anything about this. That's what I'm saying. So what do you say? Should the dentist be contacting the husband on the wife's behalf, or just deal with the wife and having nothing to do with the wife? Because Alan said to me the following. Alan said to the dentist, if I refer you other patients and they don't pay, am I on the hook too? Alan said the same thing. And then he said, let's not talk about other patients right now. Let's not talk about the future. Let's talk about the present. Your wife owes the bill. Would you pay the bill? That's what the dentist was saying to Alan. But Alan's right. He referred his wife and the kids to the dentist. If Alan refers me to the dentist and I don't pay the dentist, will the dentist still go after Alan? Because if that's the case, I'll go to that dentist too. That's the question. Should the dentist be going after Alan for his wife's bill? That's it. Because I produce infomercials. And I'm going to finish up with this blog now. There's a couple, two husband and wife that I know, and while we were doing business, I was at the husband's, the wife's family's cottage, whatever they have cottages up here. When I think of cottage, I'm from Philadelphia, I think of Snow White and the Three Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I get the stories mixed up. And it's very rare. And he wanted to be in business with me doing chat lines and stuff. So we're doing other business and stuff, and they wanted me to shoot a dating show. So I said, okay, we'll shoot a dating show. We worked out a deal with the editor, whatever it was, and the production guy. Everyone was partners in this deal because they spent a fortune on television, whatever it was. So they gave it to him at a cost. And there was a bill there because I had other footage. I didn't have to shoot new footage. Whatever the deal was, I think the bill was $2,500. This was maybe 2 summers ago. I can't remember how long ago. And why it was $2,500, I don't know why. He never paid the $2,500. Everyone worked, we shot, we edited. I got a show sitting there. Never paid the $25, $2,500. Doesn't return phone calls, doesn't return emails, nothing. So what am I going to do? Then the wife calls me. Says, oh, I have a new lingerie line. I like you to do an infomercial for the lingerie line. Should I say to the wife, your husband owes me $2,500. You think you can get the $2,500? Should I be emailing the wife and calling the wife? He owes me $2,500. When can I get the $2,500? I love to do the infomercial for you in your lingerie as soon as you clean up the bill for $2,500. Should I do that? Should I let the wife know that he owes me $2,500? I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. There's a certain man code or whatever it is. And I don't know what their relationship is, and I don't want to jeopardize their relationship over $2,500. So I wouldn't do it. I'd say, okay, this is a separate deal. I'm going to have the cash up front. Whatever the deal, I would say, but I would not do that. Now, the lingerie, she does have a lingerie line, and the deal never happened with her. But I wouldn't say it. It started to happen, but nothing ever came about it. But I never said that. I never said your husband owes me $25. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It has nothing to do with the husband. So my opinion is, in the case of the dentist, they did work on Alan's wife, and they should be dealing with Alan's wife, not Alan, and ratting Alan's wife out to Alan. Now, that's my opinion. My wife says, no, I have nothing to do with that. He should pay the whole bill, the whole family, whatever it is. So it was driving me crazy in the car that for some reason Andrew doesn't get it, what I'm trying to say here. Girls never understand the man code anyway. But doesn't understand that. It has nothing to do with the man code. It's business. What you have with you is you. It has nothing to do with your partner, your wife, your son. It has nothing, at least for me, David Bronstein. So now I'm asking your opinion. Do you think the dentist is correct in calling Alan, sending emails to Alan about his wife, and ratting out his wife, and won't work on Alan until Alan pays his wife bill? Or do you think it's wrong for the dentist to do that, and it should just be with Alan's wife, and just dealing with Alan? And now I guess now the cat's out of the bag. Then I told this whole story, and Alan doesn't watch my blogs anyway. But I wouldn't have done this blog if I didn't have this conversation with my wife in the car. So I'm having this because I want to know, is it me? What am I missing here? That's the whole title of this blog. What am I missing? Is it me? And is it me or is it the children? It's the children. So that's from The Simpsons. So let me know, am I so out of line here? Because I say I am not. The dentist should not be going after Alan, sending out emails, phone calls. Talk to the wife. Has nothing to do with it. And my wife says, no, he should take care of the whole thing. Let me know, am I so mixed up here? Well, we all know that answer. So kooky, so out, because I say each deal, each business situation has nothing to do with the other partners and should be private and confidential, one-on-one and discreet. Go to BronsteinTV.com. I got a lot going on. I got TV products. I got chat deals. If you want to make a lot of cash with me, you can find all the business out at BronsteinTV.com. Goodbye.